we need to talk about celebrity skincare routines. Now, some of them are great. Some of them make me want to scream into my retinol. Can you scream into a retinol? I don't know. Hi, I'm Dr. Mamina, a triple board certified dermatologist. Today, I'm breaking down a few viral celebrity routines and giving you the real science-backed take. What is worth copying? What's just marketing fluff? And what might actually be hurting your skin? So let's get into it. First video. Love Selena, she's an icon. She put a very expensive product, a very expensive La Mer serum on her face. She can do that, she's rich. But then she is wiping it off with a micellar water, she's removing her makeup. So you don't want to put a nice serum on before you wash your makeup off, but okay. Okay. She removed her makeup. It kind of still looks like she has some eye makeup on, but that's okay. I mean, we'll just keep moving on. I do think that it helps to double cleanse. So after using some kind of micellar water, I do think it's important to use another product like a gel-based cleanser to wash off all the residue. She's going in with a toner. I think toners are fine. This is the one by Dermatologica, it looks like. And toners just prep your skin for the skincare that is to follow. I don't think toners are necessary, but they can boost whatever your goals are in your skincare routine. You could use a hydrating toner or an exfoliating toner. This looks like it's just more of a toner that preps your skin. Fine. All right, so she's using this La Mer oil and then following it with the Tatcha moisturizer. Amazing. She's got the hydration that she needs. She's doing a great job. And then I see that she's adding in Laneige moisturizer. I would say you can maybe do something like that if you have super, super dry skin. I mean, her skin looks amazing though. Doing her makeup or some of it, then she's using a setting spray. Oh no, it's a hairspray. Oh, she's using a slicking back hair lotion situation. She's so cute. Her routine was fine. It looked like it was a skin prep routine of some sort. I was mainly confused about her using the concentrate serum from La Mer before she removed it. She was removing everything after that. But yeah, I mean, if this is a morning routine and you're prepping your skin for the day, then I do think some kind of antioxidant serum is helpful before moisturizer. And then of course, using your sunscreen before you start doing your makeup. If it's a nighttime routine, I recommend double cleansing. But anyways, her skin looks really good though. Okay, so let's move on to the next video.
Right now I have it in this bowl of ice along with my roller thingies that I'll use in a sec. I'm gonna like to roll over. Get it under your eyes, especially if I have really early work or a really early show, I throw this on. My skin definitely feels like it acts up a bit more during fashion month, just because so much is going on. They're
Okay, so this is a video of Kendall Jenner using a very cold sheet mask and massaging it with a jade roller looking tool. So, I mean, I am personally a fan of this, okay? I think that a lot of derms are oh, sheet masks, they're excessive, they're wasteful even. And sure, they are kind of wasteful, but I think for special occasions, it's nice, or if you just need a little extra hydration. And so it seemed like she was keeping it cool, in a bowl of ice, which is kind of smart, because having that cold temperature on your skin can help depuff. So if it's an early morning shoot or whatever she was saying, you wanna depuff all the puffiness that you had from just sleeping, and cold temperature is a good way to do it. And then the other thing with the massaging with the jade roller, you don't necessarily have to use a jade roller. Honestly, it seems easier to do that than your fingers. But the act of massaging and any kind of movement or pressure on your skin can increase circulation, and circulation can bring more nutrients to the skin. It can bring just extra nourishment and just more of a boost. And if you're going for a more awake, depuff look, I think this is fine. So yeah, I'm okay with this. All right, next video.
So I wipe down my face with my makeup removing wipes. Actually, I do this when I have a lot of like sparkly eyeshadow on and stuff. Frederick. Now I'm gonna go in with my makeup melting cleanser. This is a must when I'm wearing makeup because oopsie. So I'm gonna put on my face first, kind of rub it in. Oops, I have a lash on. Cool. Okay, I had some lashes on. So I'll start to rub this in. Okay, all my makeup's off, and then am I recording? Yeah. And then I like to double cleanse. This is my clarifying cleansing gel, my favorite cleanser. These ingredients, salicylic acid, really helped me when I was breaking out during COVID, and the video's ending. Bye.
Okay, so this basically is a video of Kylie Jenner doing seems like a triple cleansing routine. So, you know, talk about double cleansing. She started with makeup wipes, and then she did looked like an oil-based cleanser. It was like a makeup melting cleanser, and then a clarifying gel-based cleanser. I honestly think cleansing is an underrated step in skincare. I think that washing your face is so important for the overall health of your skin. We live in a crazy environment where there's so many pollutants. We also just put so much stuff on our face with makeup and sunscreen. We get a buildup of oil, debris. We want to wash all of that off. And so using multiple steps in your cleansing routine can be helpful. Now, there's a point where it can be excessive. I don't know if you necessarily have to use 3 steps in your routine. Maybe if you're wearing really heavy makeup. I'm not dismissing this at all. I think that it's emphasizing the importance of having clean skin. Now, she used makeup wipes in the beginning. Makeup wipes, I feel like, is a sort of a controversial skincare product because a lot of people think that it's very wasteful. Also, oftentimes it may not be as effective in removing makeup. It's just kind of like moving just makeup around on your face. And here's my take on it. I would say that it's not my first go-to option, but I think it's fine. It's better than nothing, okay? Like if you're coming home late at night from some party and you have it on your nightstand and that's the only thing that you have the energy to use, great, go for it. In her case too, it seemed like she was wearing a lot of makeup, and I think that just kind of helped jumpstart the process to loosen up the makeup before she went in with her makeup cleanser. So I think this is fine. But yeah, I don't think makeup wipes should be like your #1 go-to makeup removing product. I think it should be more of a backup. Okay, next video.
So I literally dunk my face in ice, so here goes. And then I come up, and then I go back inside. Okay. Immediately, like all the blood rushes to my face and I feel like all pink and fresh and like ready to take on the day.
Okay, so this is the whole like dunking your face in ice water trend. And I don't think some people look at it and think it's such a stupid trend, but I actually don't think it's that bad. I think it has multiple purposes. One, if it's in the morning, it can like really wake you up. And 2, like I mentioned earlier, with cold temperatures, it can help like depuff the face. So once again, just giving you more of an awake look. Now, the other interesting kind of theory behind why dunking your face in ice water is helpful is that, you know, people talk about doing ice baths and whatnot. And sometimes it's hard to do that. It's like logistically not fun to like get ice and put it in a bathtub. But this is almost like a shortcut way of getting the benefits without having to dunk your whole body in the bathtub. There's like certain nerves in the face. People talk about the vagus nerve getting stimulated, and that helps send like more like relaxation signals to your body. One of the reasons behind dunking your face in cold water is that it can trigger something called the mammalian dive reflex. So when your face is exposed to cold water, it stimulates a nerve called the vagus nerve, and the vagus nerve is responsible for activating the parasympathetic system, which is like the part of our nervous system that relaxes things and helps with things like resting and digesting and bring almost like a sense of calm. So in a way, it's like kind of like calming the body down too. It's almost like preparing your body for like less oxygen intake, like when you like dive deep into the water. but like an ocean. Anyways, I think for the skin, it can have benefits. Like I said, it can depuff. It can also potentially make your skin seem tighter, your pores seem smaller, your complexion can look better. I don't advise doing this for prolonged periods of time. I don't think prolonged exposure to cold temperatures is great for the skin, but I think for just like a quick pick me up, I think it's fine. Next video. Okay, so Hailey Bieber obviously exploded with her skincare line Rhode, and I think she has done an amazing job with it. This video is what I like to call the Hailey Bieber Retinoid Sandwich. So I actually am overall happy with this routine. When it comes to using a retinoid, it's really important to make sure that you're using it correctly, because retinoids like tretinoin in her case can be potentially very irritating to the skin, especially if you're prone to dry or sensitive skin. We typically recommend that a retinoid is the first product on your skin, followed by a moisturizer. Now, if your skin is very dry, you can do what we call like a retinoid sandwich, or you could use your moisturizer first, followed by the tretinoin. If it's a sandwich, then you would sandwich it with a moisturizer as your last step as well. I like to call it the Hailey Bieber Retinoid Sandwich because she starts with her peptide glazing milk, which is more of like a hydrating essence serum product. And then she said it was the glaze, which I think is another hydrating product, moisturizer. So yeah, like she almost has like a little bit of double protection there. I still think the tretinoin's gonna work fine. She used it correctly using a pea-sized amount spread throughout her entire face, and then she followed that with the peptide glazing milk. I'm okay with this. I don't think you need to get the peptide glazing milk. I think that you don't need to have multiple steps before the tretinoin. I think just one layer of a moisturizing product should be okay, but I'm fine with this. I thought I would be like more upset by these routines, but I'm really not. I'm really not. Next time I'll come at you with like some crazier things where I can be more upset by them. But these were fine. These were like so benign. Okay, so what did we learn today? I do have to say, I wasn't like totally upset by these routines, but I think the common thread or theme amongst these videos was that these practices aren't, some of them like just seemed a little excessive. Like you don't have to have like multiple moisturizers in your routine. You don't have to wash your face with 3 different products. You don't have to use a sheet mask. You don't have to dunk your face in water. These are just like extra things. And if you're a skincare enthusiast, I'm okay with that. The main thing is that if you are enjoying this and not hurting your skin, then I think I'm okay with that. We know that celebrities have access to everything. It doesn't mean that it's a good thing. I think simple usually is better. If you talk to most derms, they think it's really important to streamline your routine. And the main thing is that if you're doing too much, there's just a risk of added irritation and compromised skin barrier. So usually the recommendation is less is more, but like I said, if it's not hurting your skin, and you have so much fun with it, I'll let it slide. Honestly, I appreciate some of these trends, and then the fact that these girls are into their skincare, I think is always a plus. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, let me know in the comments whose skincare routine should I react to next. And if you want a dermatologist-approved routine you can actually follow according to your age, check out my video right here. Lots of great tips. Thank you again for joining. See you next time.